Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Mending Munich. And as you can see on screen, we beat Hanover in our last league game to win the league title with quite a few games to spare, actually, to be fair. 3-1 win. And as you can see, a rotated side to make sure our first team were fully fit for this game against Paris Saint-Germain. Vincente with the first goal, an own goal by Katabach, and then Weston McKennie rounded off the scoring with 20 minutes to go. And Vargas got one back for them. And a 3-1 win against Hanover made us win our third league title on the bounce. And we've got two cup games for you today. Secondly, Stuttgart away from home in the semi-final of the German Cup. Never won that competition, so hopefully we can get through to the final there. But first, the second leg of the quarter-final of the Champions League. And it's very, very evenly poised from the first leg. 0-0 draw in that first leg. Paris Saint-Germain score. We need to score 2 goals. So, yeah, we just need a high-scoring win. They're going to be without Rodri, Moise Kean, Baku suspended, and Toma, who's out with an injury. And all in all, going to be a very, very interesting tie. This is going to be the lineup that we're going in with for this game against PSG. Radi in goal, Hoover, Clayton, Diakabe and Martinez are the back line. We've got Edemario and Rios in the middle of midfield, Oliver on the right, Hudson-Odoi on the left, and Foden in behind Tammy Abraham. Just going to switch Clayton and Diakabe around because they like those a little bit better. And as you can see from the formation, we are going for this. We are going for the win, and hopefully we can get there and see what Paris Saint-Germain are bringing to Munich. They're lined up with a 4-3-3. I think it's exactly the same, other than Ndombele coming in for Baka on the bench as well. I think it's exactly the same from the first game. And let's get into this second leg of the quarterfinal of the Champions League, hoping to get through to the semis. To the door on this left-hand side, finds Foden and keeping the ball well in the first minute. This is the opening highlight of the game. Lovely ball through to Rios. He's one-on-one with Lafont, and he puts us 1-0 in the lead within the first minute. Lovely, lovely finish from Sergio Rios, bursting forward from that Mazzala roll. Say, opening highlight doesn't usually bring much. Edemario, lovely ball, finds the run of Rios, breaking through the defensive line, and what a lovely chip from the Colombian. 1-0, 1860. Edemario out to Hudson-Odoi, back to Edemario. He's pulling the strings for us in that middle of midfield. Edemario again, back to Phil Foden, and Edemario well and truly in control of this game. Lovely play, plays the ball out to Hoover on this right-hand side. He's got Oliver down that right-hand side as well. Can he get the ball? And he can. Hudson-Odoi the back post and hits the side netting, and nearly a good chance to go 2-0 up. Hoover into Foden, gets tackled by Ndombele but holds him off, and now Tammy Abraham has turned and he's on the sprint into the final third. Hudson-Odoi on the left, he's got someone at the back post, he doesn't use him. He could have squared it across to Oliver, but he didn't. He went to the near post, he hit the side netting, and it stays 1-0. Neymar going to dink this ball into the back post, and Radi comes and claims really, really comfortably. It's what you need from your goalkeeper in a big game like this, just to calm the nerves. Clayton with the ball at his feet, back to Radi, and we find Hudson-Odoi on this left-hand side into Tammy Abraham. Going to have to hold pretty much everything up today in order to bring his other teammates in to the game. Foden, that's a heavy touch from Foden. Ndombele gets in, Neymar into Aouar, and it's one apiece. And Paris Saint-Germain have an away goal on the 25th minute. It was a heavy, heavy touch from Phil Foden. Ndombele, here we go. Foden, heavy touch there. And Ndombele just came in, took the ball off him. Reynard finds Neymar, and then Neymar finds Aouar coming through, and a lovely finish on his left foot. Radi, no chance. One apiece. Corner, Foden going to get that ball in. Rios is there, and Lafont makes a save. Tries to get a second shot in, does Rios. Back to Edemario. Back to Tammy Abraham on that edge. Into Hudson-Odoi, but we get tackled. And now Neymar on the counter-attack. In injury time in the first half. Neymar goes all the way, and he hits the post. And we get it clear. Nearly a fantastic goal from Neymar. That sees us through to half-time. One apiece in this game. Fairly even between the two sides. More shots on target from PSG, but they have an away goal. We need to score again in this one to go through. City are drawing with Lyon 0-0 in that one as well. Going to go into the dressing room and just say, show me something else in that second half. Tammy not playing great. Foden made that mistake for their goal. He's not playing too well as well. 10 minutes into the second half, entering out on that right-hand side, Diakabi with a good header, but only as far as Mbappe in on goal, hits the crossbar, and Clayton gets that ball clear. First time we've seen Mbappe in this second leg. Hernandez throws the ball in to Reynard on that left-hand side, into Neymar, back to Rabiot. They score another one and it's all over. Great block by Diakabi. Ndombele goes for goal, and Radi needs to make that important save. 25 minutes to go on the clock. Neymar with the corner, outswinger, but he finds Mbappe on the edge. He closes him down really well, and Neymar's got a little bit of time, goes for a good cross, and Tahavi gets that ball clear. 5 minutes left. Martinez gets above Mbappe and knobs it down, but only as far as Aouar. We're pressing in really well. De Ligt now with the ball at his feet over the top to entering on that overlap. He gets the ball in. Radi comes out and claims. 4 minutes left. One goal either way will settle this tie. And Radi with the ball in his hands throws to Clayton, to Harvey quickly to him, and Hudson-Odoi back in the middle into Quintana. Come on for Rios. Lovely ball over the top to Oliver on that right-hand side. Can he get a ball in? He can. Too close to the goalkeeper, Lafont, and not close enough to Tammy Abraham. It's a corner. Oliver going to get this ball in. Can he find a light blue shirt? No, he can't. He overhits it. Tammy Abraham's going to pick up that loose ball. Gets the ball into Zahavi, but Lafont coming out and claiming. And that is it. Full-time whistle goes. It's one apiece. We go out on away goals. Hossam Aouar, former signing of mine at Man United earlier on in FM19, comes back and scores the goal that puts us out. We started really well with Sergio Rios scoring in the first minute, but not to be this time, and PSG go through to the semi-finals of the Champions League. We have our own semi-finals to get to now. Stuttgart away from home. Can we make the German final? So here we go then, second game of the episode, Stuttgart away in the German Cup semi-final, and this is the lineup. Radi in goal, Hoover, Clayton, Diakabi and Martinez are the back line. Edemario and Rios in the middle of midfield, with Oliver, Hudson-Odoi to Harvey in behind. Tammy Abraham on the bench. Strangle, Vincente McKennie, Quintana, Algaya, Foden and Carlos Antonio. Let's go and see if we can get to the final of the German Cup. Munich, 4 minutes gone, but goes back to Escobar and Anton now into Matazo, Escobar into Funda again. Funda having a little bit of a time and space to go into. Afalobi cuts inside. The defence part, and he had all the time in the world to get that shot on target, but he didn't. And actually now he's off injured, so they're one of their best players off for them. 20 minutes gone, still 0-0. Martinez throwing the ball in on the half-hour mark to Harvey. Back to Martinez. Rios with time and space to Harvey. Can he switch the ball out? No, goes back to Edemario. And Martinez on this left-hand side. Rios back down to Hudson-Odoi. Got two men on him, but goes back into Rios. Into Harvey. He's got Edemario on the outside. He uses him. Can he find a through ball? He can. Hoover on the overlap. Goes into Tammy Abraham, and Tammy Abraham scores. But it's gone down as a Benedict Gimba own goal. And we lead 1-0 away at Stuttgart on the half-hour mark. To Harvey and Edemario playing really well. And he finds a lovely through ball to Hoover on that overlap. He then drills that ball in, and Tammy Abraham's there. But Gimba got there before him. 1-0 Munich. Rios in the middle of midfield. Escobar comes straight through him, and he's off. They're down to 10 men. An appalling tackle on Sergio Rios, and we're now into the final kind of 10 minutes of this first half. And can we make that extra man count? Funda now on the attack, but it's a poor through ball, and Radi with the ball out to Hoover on this right-hand side. He then drives forward from that right-back position. Abraham, he does have to Harvey, but Hoover carried on his run, and he's hit the post, and they get it cleared. So Harvey was free if Abraham just slipped him through, but he didn't see him, and it stays 1-0 at half-time. They are down to 10 men with Santiago Escobar being sent off on the 35th minute, and other than that the shots are quite even. We've had more possession, which you would see with them down to 10 men us actually having. I'm just going to tell the guys I'm actually far from pleased what I've seen, because we've not been clinical enough in this game, especially now they're down to 10 men. We need to make that advantage count. So actually into Hartman, good header from Hoover, and now Tammy holds the play up, and he's got runners all around He tries to find a Hollywood ball across, but Oliver is there, and now Rios is in, and Rios scores. That's his 9th goal of the season. Jose Antonio Oliver with a wicked delivery, and Rios makes it 2, and we should be in the cup final now. Abraham tries a Hollywood ball there, but he had a simpler pass down to Oliver, but he eventually finds him. He then whips that ball in, and Rios gets there before Dabrowski in goal. 2-0, 1860. Vargas injury time, and Raddy makes a great save. So the last couple of minutes of this injury time isn't nervous. It's a good save from the free kick, and there we have it. Full time whistle goes. 2-0 to Munich. We were helped with an own goal by Gimba, sending off by Escobar, and wrap the game up with Rios in the 54th minute. And comfortable win for us to get into the first German Cup final of the save. And that is it for this episode. We will be back for that German Cup final. We won't be showing you any more league games, so it'll be German Cup final and then the end of season roundup as always. But that is it for this episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop it a like. If you're new around here and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, follow it up with the bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. And until next time we bring you the German Cup final, can we do the domestic double? I'll see you soon.